All right, this week on Camera Talk, we're looking at something a little more modern than we usually look at. It's not quite vintage, even though it's kind of vintage-ish.
That's not even a word!
Because it's 9 years old. But what we're looking at this week is the SONY-Zeiss Sonnar, 55mm 1.8. It's almost a legend these days, isn't it? You know what a legend is, mister?
No.
Yeah, you will. So anyway, let's find out a little bit of something about this lens. Is it worth the bang for the buck that you pay for it these days? Or is it a piece of crap?
Holy crap.
Well, let's find out together, as I just said. And, are you ready, mister? Grab yourself something to eat or drink, get comfy, and come on down and let's get you some.
Here I am, Vietnam. Rain is always coming down.
This is Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right. This week we're looking at, as I said in the intro, it's not quite vintage lens, but it's kind of getting there. I mean, it's 9 years old, you know. In digital world, that's old stuff, right? But there's still a lot of bang for the buck left in this baby because it is super sharp, super performing, and just super in just about every other way, right? It is the SONY-Zeiss Sonnar 55mm 1.8. Now 1.8 doesn't sound all that fast with today's 1.4s and 1.2s and 0.95s and everything else that's out there, but, and we do mean but, all right?
Like big butts and I cannot lie.
1.8 is fast enough, really, for what we need out there. So anyway, I don't know, you know, how much you know about Sony and Zeiss and their relationship with each other, but
I like you a lot.
they have been working closely, collaborating on various lenses and whatnot. And there's kind of two different Sony Zeiss lenses. One type is designed by Zeiss, but built by Sony. So those are the Zeiss approved lenses. And then there's the designed and produced by Zeiss for Sony lenses, Sony cameras. So the two different types. This one is the collaboration of the two, and a sweet collaboration it is. Now this lens came out in 2013. It was launched into the market at $1,000. Definitely not a cheap lens. It's still not a cheap lens today. You know, here we are 2022, and brand new. You can still get these things brand new. They're about $550, so almost half price. Now here at Modesty Photography, you know, because we're into, you know, modesty things, we tend to buy our stuff used, don't we? So so I got my Sony Zeiss here for about $300 because somebody else broke it in for me. But it still works just like it was brand new. No complaints from me. It's got a great reputation even to this day. Really, in the Sony lineup, the only lenses that can really outperform this 9-year-old lens are the G Master lenses that are out there. And you know, even if you look around at the competitors, the Canons and the Nikons and whatnot, any of their 50-ish 1.8s can't even compare to this thing. You know, until you stop down. Once you stop down, everybody's just as sharp as everything else. But wide open, this Sony Zeiss 55 kicks butt. It just about every aspect, almost corner to corner for sharpness and whatnot. So, very nice. It's all metal construction on the outside, plastic on the inside. Pretty much a sign of the times, right? We're very much in a plasticky society these days, but at least the outside is metal. You know, the mount is metal. It's dust and moisture resistant, they classify it as. But if you're going to improve on this, I would have liked to have seen some weather sealing, especially back in 2013 when it was going for $1,000. But no such luck. You know, what else can I say? It's, you know, as opposed to, you know, my rangefinder lenses or a lot of my vintage lenses, which are all manual focus. This, as I say, it's a modern lens, so it's autofocus. And again, being a 9-year-old lens, its autofocus is fast, it's silent, and it's accurate.
Am I still in the thumbnail?
They've done a lot of tests on you know, various elements of the excuse me, the accuracy of the autofocus, and they say, I don't know, 50 shots or something, you're going to get 97.6% keepers. They're on the money, and they're accurately sharp. So, actually, since I just coughed, it just reminded me. I don't know if you've caught the last couple episodes of Camera Talk, but Mr. Dylan here was a little under the weather, coughing like a madman. Well, it turned out that he picked up some COVID from school.
Ew!
That's such a great thing about schools, primary schools and kindergarten schools, and as he's in preschool, where all the little kids lick everything and then they give it to other kids and they lick everything.
What the fuck?
So we can cough together. Well, turns out I went and had him tested at the hospital, and he comes back negative for COVID because it's already been a week and a half, 2 weeks, so he's gotten over it already for the most part. But he gave it to my mom. My mom? No, his mom, my wife. So she tested positive over the weekend, and she was feeling terrible, feverish, stuffy nose, couldn't breathe, all that kind of nasty stuff. So she went to the hospital and figured out that she had COVID. And because we all live in this nice little, you know, enclosed environment together, I figured, I probably have it too. So I did a rapid test for myself, a little home test last night. And sure enough, I have COVID now too.
That's weird.
Thanks, little buddy. You're such a giver. Yeah, sharing with mommy and daddy. So, you know, I've had my 3 shots already, vaccination. So even though, yes, I have COVID, yeah, I get a little feverish, a little sweaty here and there. Well, I'm not smelly, just sweaty, just forehead sweaty. So, yeah. So this is live camera talk with COVID. Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right. Should have introduced it that way, huh? But anyway, so I'm sure we'll all get over it. Not that big a deal. Luckily, it's not the killer deltas and the earlier ones, which were literally killing people. So, so we'll get over it, won't we? Yeah. All right. So back to the topic we were talking about. Bokeh, very nice. Can be a little nervousy at times, depending again under the circumstances. You know, out near the edges, your bokeh balls may become cat eye at times. You know, not that big a deal. Distortion is not visible. I mean, if you're going to pixel peep and whatnot, you might find some. Don't know. I've never spotted any. Can flare under the right circumstance or wrong circumstance, I guess you should say.
Deal with it. Okay, and you're welcome.
And ghosting a little here and there. But, you know, what else was I going to say? About coloring. No lateral fringing, the color fringing, so good. But pherochromatic problems can happen Again, under the right circumstances where you get the magenta foreground and the green background, you know, after your subject, you know, depending on, again, what you're taking pictures of and the right lighting condition. It's never happened to me with the photos I take, but hey, a lot of people out there use their cameras for various things. So, other than that, I think those are all the technical, you know, issues that the lens has to deal with. But as I said, if you compare to Nikon and Canon 50s, 1.8s, this thing blows them out of the water, so to speak.
They suck. They just suck.
Until you stop down. But I mean, we talk everything wide open anyway, right? We like wide open. So it's technical aspects, 7 elements in 5 groups. It has 3 aspherical elements in there, which is pretty cool. It's probably where that $1,000 price tag came from. Its close focus is 50 centimeters, so half a meter. Aperture blades has 9 rounded aperture blades, so again, even while stopping down, your bokeh balls stay round, right? We like them round, don't we? Nah.
Say everybody haven't seen my balls, they're big and salty and brown.
And it's a reasonable 281 grams, so it's not heavy, but it's not super light either this way or that way. So that's the technical stuff, right? Get that out of the way. Now, of course, just like he's waiting for, we want to see pictures of Dylan, don't we? Yeah, we want to see pictures of Dylan. But first, what I normally do to show you the sharpness of this thing, or any lens that I'm talking about, is I get as close as I can. Well, I try to, back that up. Is that a COVID symptom where you get messed up with what you're talking about? Well, you've got experience more than me. So.
What you talking about, doctor?
Anyway, I record these videos on my Canon M50. And on the M50, the kit lens that I use to make these videos is the 15 to 45 EFM lens. So what I do is try to take a photo of the nameplate and see how sharp I can get the writing on the name of the on the nameplate. So with that said, let me do that. It's all right. You don't have to bend your head out of the way, buddy. No. Stay over there. Yeah. All right. So we're at 1.8. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that was at 1.8. Let's do 'Let's do, how about we do F4, just to pick a number. All right, are you ready, buddy? 1, 2, 3. All right, so that was at 1.8 and F4. Let me put that back down to where it belongs. All right, I think that was it. Okay. And what you, and I'm talking you, are waiting for, here's some pictures of Dylan at 1.8. And here's some pictures of Dylan at, what do you want to do? Want to do F4 just like we did on here? All right, we'll do some pictures of Dylan at F4. And how about some random crap? We love our random crap, don't we? Yeah, pictures of butterflies and rainbows and sports cars and lakes and trees and mountains and other people besides Dylan. It's whatever I can find out there. So let's show them some random crap using the 55mm 1.8. All right, so that was pretty much all we want to talk about with the lens. Oh, you want to say? You want something else you want to say? No? You got something you want to say? Yeah, maybe. No. All right. Well, there goes my memory again.
9 doctors out of 10 doctors probably agree.
It must be a COVID thing. I'm forgetting everything I wanted to say. Can we recommend it? Do you recommend it? You want to recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it. It's a very nice lens, especially if you're using them on Sony bodies. They work quite well. Anyway, so yes, we could recommend it. Now, how about a little plug for Luminar? Luminar AI and Luminar Neo. It's the photo editing software that I use. All the pictures you see behind me are all edited on Luminar. It's made by Skylum, and they're located in Ukraine, which is dealing with some pretty harsh circumstances from Mr. Putin. So it'd be nice to support a company that's dealing with that kind of crap at the same time. They're actually putting out updates and trying to improve their software at the same time. So kudos to them. But if you want to get yourself a copy, it's great because it uses all kinds of AI. It's a one-stop shop basically for me. Greatly reduces workflow time. Everything's very simple, relatively simple and easy to use compared to Lightroom. And yeah, highly recommend it. It's economical. It's only $80 to buy the software, and it's yours for life. Use it till the day you die, kind of thing. You want a deal on it? In the description below, if you click below, you'll find a $10 discount, which is our link. And so therefore you get it for $70. And nothing wrong with that, right? Saving $10. And then we get a little kickback for that too, right? We like kickback. Yeah, kickback. And Dylan gets his $1 million sometime, right? $1 million.
$1 million.
So do that. And what else do we want? How about some support for Camera Talk at Modesty Photography? And how can you support us? Well, you can subscribe. That's right. And Dylan can do one too, right? Subscribe. And how about double? Get your finger up. Yep, finger up. Good boy. All right, and subscribe. Very good. All right, and what else does YouTube like besides subscribers? Oh, they like to make millions, kind of like you do. But they like thumbs up too, right? And if we could do the thumbs up, then we could show you the thumbs up girls, right? Thumbs up. Do 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 do. Thumbs up. That's his favorite part of the show. He's got the hots for the blonde one in the front. And what else? Well, who are we besides Dr. Scott and Dylan? We are Modesty Photography. We're here to talk about tips and tricks about photography, introduce you to vintage lenses, modern lenses, cameras, photographic stuff. We did an episode a couple weeks ago about microphones. We talk about anything to do with photography, really. So, if you want us to try something different, come up with another topic that we haven't thought of yet, leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, mister, I think that was about it, right? So, who are we? Well, we just went through. We're Modesty Photography. And who are our customers? Our audience? Our loved ones out there? Got to remember that you belong here. And where do they belong? They belong at Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right. So thanks for dropping by. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for putting up with our COVID infected bad memories and everything else that's going along with it. See, even when we're sick, the show must go on, as they say. All right, so take care, stay safe out there, and hopefully you don't get any COVID anytime soon. But statistically speaking, we're all gonna get it. Whether it's this year, next year, the year after. So be as safe as you want. Chances are you're probably gonna get it anyway.
What are you waiting for, huh?
But it's not that bad. Yeah, it's kind of like a cold or a flu or something. Anyway.
Shit, okay. Oh my god.
Anyway, so let's say bye-bye. Ready to say bye-bye? All right, thanks for dropping by. Ready? Bye-bye.
Here I am,